Hi traders, Nathan Bray here from ACY Securities. Well, I want to do a recap on a recent level we've talked about on gold. But before we do that, tonight, folks, in a few hours' time, we've got the US CPI monthly data and the year-on-year report coming out affecting inflation. And it seems the whole world at the moment, folks, has got their eye on this major event and, of course, on interest rates and on inflation. That seems to be the three words we're looking at for the markets this year. Now, there's also been a lot of other talk. We've seen some softening already in this US dollar leading up to this event this week. So the question then is the market already factoring in what's forecast? The other thing I think we should focus on is around the world. We've got countries like Germany affecting Europe. We've got weakness in Australia. We've got weakness in New Zealand. We've got weakness in Japan. Okay, we've got weakness all around industrial production, PMIs in China. So we're seeing this global economic contraction occurring. And we're seeing headlines coming out, folks, fear headlines like, I noticed one with the BRICS saying they're going to create their own gold-backed currency moving forward and take over as reserve currency from the USA. We've got almost like the same Rocky IV movie going on where we've got the BRICS countries versus the NATO countries all coming to a geopolitical head right now in the Ukraine, saying we need more weapons, we're going to send weapons in there. Does this country want to qualify for NATO? So I'm feeling like right now you've got people suffering around the world economically, and you've got geopolitical events starting to unfold. So to take away from being affected by the emotion in your trading, what I like to do is keep this really simple. All right, let's look at the US dollar index. Here's a chart for you right now. So we are just at the moment in this quite wide range from the 100.70 on the DXY or on the US dollar index up to around that 107 level. Yes, we've seen the market factoring in some US dollar weakness at this stage, and economically there's been US dollar weakness. If you have a look at the NFP on Friday night, it missed the expectation, okay, but they also revised down previous months of job creation in the US as well. But in saying that, as I mentioned, we've got lots of weakness economically, data coming out right around the world. So what I'm looking at for me is to say right now in this type of environment, when data comes out, positive or negative, we could see markets become quite volatile. All right, so keep that in mind. What I'll be looking for is waiting for the data to come out, waiting for the dust to settle, and I want to see if this 107.80 level on the US dollar index is going to hold. That to me is everything, because most of this year we've seen that become some pretty major support for the US dollar. So that's where my trading's at. If I start to get emotional and jump on board with US dollar weakness, okay, do I really want to be selling US dollars into that major level of support ahead of some uncertain news? Possibly not. So keep that in mind and simplify your trading. The other key thing I'm looking at is the 10-year yield. This 10-year yield is sitting pretty stable up around 4%. Okay, so that at least is going to attract some money back into US dollars. So I don't believe at this stage this US dollar is going to soften, weaken, change trend. I can't realistically, based on two important levels, okay, here, really think that. So waiting for the news to unfold, waiting for the market to react and see where the dust settles tomorrow. Now on gold, okay, so looking at gold, even if the inflation rate tonight pulls all the way back to around 3.1%, that's still 50% higher inflation-wise than where the Fed really wants to see the inflation rate or what their target level is. So that being said, that could be good for gold. I've been doing analysis not only on our live interactive trading feed on Telegram, but doing videos like this for you over the last few months. And we've been looking at this 1920 level target, okay, for multiple technical reasons. And that's the level that I'm noticing right now that we're getting the last 2 weeks. We're seeing some real bullish hammers forming on your candlesticks down at that level, coinciding with a confluence of technical reasons. So folks, we are now seeing the daily actually break through and put in a higher high. So I'm seeing a reversal here in gold. Gold, therefore, at this point, it looks like an interesting trade, especially after we get this data out from the US on CPI tonight. Are we going to see a retest of this 2074 triple top level and all-time high, or could we potentially see a breakthrough and a continuation in trend for gold? Good luck with your trading, folks, and please, good luck with the inflation around the world. Let's try and get this under control.